What are you saying? It's cultures of here. Tarot reader, psychic medium, 14, 15 years. The word of the day is love, and there's so many things to go into with that. I have love in my name. I was born with that name from my father. I did not change it. I'm not one of those spiritual people who changes their name. I think it's running away from who you are. I think that there's godliness in being born as who you are and being given the name that you've got. I understand sometimes people need to disconnect from pieces and parts of themselves to, maybe integrate other parts that they're trying to access. But why are you running away from who you are, boo? So there's that. Now, the other thing with love is this: there's a time to be loving and kind and giving and caring. And then there's also a time to maintain boundaries and self respect. Because otherwise, sometimes people will try to come in and take advantage of your kindness and your giving because they are trying to make themselves feel a certain way. I had that experience. It's not very nice. People that, because they are so maybe broken inside, they want to disempower or discredit you to make themselves feel something that's missing in themselves. And that's when self love kicks in. If anybody ever tries to gaslight you for having boundaries, tell them to fuck off. And that is an act of love. It's an act of self-love. It's also loving that person, saying, listen, your nonsense bullshit that you're doing, thinking that you can, run around manipulating, controlling shit, fuck off. You may do that with all of the people in your life, but you ain't doing that shit with me. Yeah? Sadly, it's one of those things, you want to see kindness and you want to see compassion. There's even, I'm particularly thinking about the person who, ended up trying to gaslight me, crazy stalker person who's changed their name and identity because they can't be themselves. That person specifically tried to gaslight me because they didn't want to hear the truth. She didn't want to hear the truth. And then flew to where I live and crossed a massive fucking boundary sitting opposite me in a coffee shop. So I cussed her the fuck out, told her to fuck off. That's self-love. Because at that point, you're not a safe person to be around. With all of your psychological, manipulative, controlling games, nah, stay away from me. Because all you wanted was to discredit and disempower to make yourself feel better because you're so lacking in you. Ugh. Now, how do you love somebody like that, right? Me, being a kind, decent person, when I received a message on Instagram from this crazy bitch, I sat there and went, you know what, Kyle? Even crazy bitches need some love. And if this person is a therapist, maybe they'll be a bit responsive to what it is that you're saying. So I tried to do the right thing. Despite seeing what I can see, this person's going to be difficult. Already, this person's going to be difficult. But you try to be good, you try to be kind, and you try to be compassionate. When the boundary is overstepped, don't take no bullshit. And unfortunately, that's me loving myself. And I tried to give this person love. I'm glad that I did. But I say it, don't come for me unless I send for you. Yeah? Because what you tried to bring to the table, you were actually being given unconditional love and you came with nonsense. So I hope, this video in general, it's not just to shit all over this person, which if it does, good, you shouldn't have done what you did. Yeah? So fuck off. The second thing is, I hope that this shows people that, listen, be real, be raw, right? Don't let nobody silence you. Tell the fucking truth, Be authentic, speak out loud, and speak the truth, not your truth, the truth. Because, yeah, your feelings are valid, but don't make them the truth. And it should also be an example of what self-love is. Boundaries. Don't take no shit from nobody. Trust me. Yeah, listen. Other people will try to make you feel like dog shit to make themselves feel better about themselves and their inadequacies. Don't let them do that, yeah? Especially if you're a good person, you're a kind person, you've got a good heart and you're compassionate. Don't let nobody do that shit to you. So that is that. If you want to work with me, carlcheslove.com. I'll be telling you the truth. If you want to get for these videos, PayPal at Carl Cheslove. Like I will always say, remember, all is good, all is God, all is love. Until we connect again soon in a bit.